Hey everyone, I am in my room hiding again. You can probably see up my nose and all that good stuff, but a couple things I wanted to talk to you about real quick. I've been really spotty making videos for last couple weeks, I think. The reason is I don't eat a lot of times. I've been pretty sick. I haven't really let on how sick I am. I have lost my train of thought. No, I'm not going to get into details because you just don't want to, you just don't care. I mean, not that you don't care, but you just don't want to hear it. Basically, there are some foods that I need to eliminate from my diet. As you know, I'm gluten-free, and that's not enough. It's helped significantly with the celiac disease. Generally, the going gluten-free helps with celiac disease, but a lot of times people with celiac disease have a lot of other food issues, and I'm lucky to be one of those people. My doctor said that a lot of times if you have undiagnosed celiacs for so long, because what happens when you have celiacs is my body can't digest the protein gluten, and so parts of my intestines, the parts that grab the food and pull it down, had died, basically. And if it's untreated, the only treatment is to go gluten-free, to no longer eat that food. If it's untreated, though, it can cause stomach cancers and all kinds of problems. And I've had celiac disease probably my whole life, and was told I had everything but celiac disease, which is pretty common. But I've been gluten-free for 2 years now. And at first I felt so much better. When you're so sick, and you make even a 50% improvement, it feels like a 1,000,000%, because you're just, that much better. But then, I started to notice that, for example, after I eat potatoes and, after I eat certain foods, I feel really nauseous. I feel, a lot of the same symptoms that I was having before. So, long story short, about 6 years ago, I had done this thing called the specific carbohydrate diet, and it's based on basically the types of sugars that are in foods, or the types of, it's where food is digested has a lot in your intestines. It has a lot to do with it. It's really boring stuff, but there's a pretty significant list of foods that I cannot eat if I choose to do this diet again. The good news is the last time I did it, you go through, when you remove something from your body that's causing you problems, a lot of times you go through this period where you almost feel like you have the flu. And after that, though, I felt so much better. We ended up stopping the diet. Alex and I were doing it because at the time it was just too hard. We just weren't ready for it. It's not hard, but it's hard, if that makes sense. Now that we're gluten-free and our house is gluten-free, there's nothing gluten in our house. It's not really that big of a leap. We are so used to checking labels and everything of anything that we put in our mouth, even if it's something that we eat regularly, you still check, because it could change at any time, the ingredient list. So it's not that big of a deal. there are, like I said, there's a pretty significant list of things that I would not be able to eat. But there's a pretty significant list of things that I can eat. No starchy vegetables, no corn, no potatoes, no, no rice, no kind of grain, basically. I mean, it's, but those are the foods that make me sick. So I haven't decided yet if I'm going to just try to cut out those foods one at a time. I had been doing a detox diet, where you detox off of all the all the things that you think are causing you problems, and then you add them back in one at a time to see if how you feel. And as I said the other day, I ate less than half a cup of rice, and it was horrible. So I don't know, but that's what's been going on. Like I said, I've been really sick. I haven't really said too much about it because no one wants to hear someone continually whine about being sick. So, but that's what's going on there. Let's see. I've had quite a few questions asked, and I keep meaning to get to them, and every time I sit down to do it, look, I got schmutz on me everywhere. Every time I sit down to do it, something happens. I don't know. I'll go back through the comments over the next couple days, and see if I can find the questions. I know someone had asked me about homeschooling, and I would like to spend a little bit more time answering that than what I have here, so I will definitely get to that. Some people have asked me about being gluten-free and celiac disease and how I figured out. So let me answer that real quick. Basically, being on Weight Watchers is what made me start to really question it again. Like I said, about 6 years ago, we had done the specific carbohydrate diet. I knew that I had problems with food. But being on Weight Watchers, I started to, eat barley pilaf, and we've always eaten brown rice and whole grains and all that, but we ate a lot more of them. And it got to the point where I just got, I was just sick all the time. And I noticed that after eating like a barley pilaf or something like that, I was really sick. And it's weird because one of the things when I was really sick, the only thing that would make my stomach feel better was wheat toast, whole wheat toast. But wheat is what was causing the problem, so it's just really strange. So I went to the doctor, and there's a blood test that they do. It's called the celiac panel. They can do that, and if you test positive, it's really kind of iffy because you can absolutely test false negative. And a lot of doctors, if you test negative, they just assume, well, they can't be it. A lot of doctors won't even do the celiac panel if you're overweight, because it's falsely believed that you can't be overweight and have celiac disease. That's not true. About 30% of people with celiac disease are actually morbidly obese. Because what happens, like in my case, the way that my doctor explained it to me, what happens is when you have celiac disease, you're malnourished. That's why most people assume that if you have celiac disease, you're going to be very thin, and in my case, I was malnourished, and my body was trying to compensate for that, so I was continually eating to try to get the nutrients that my body needed. And so that caused the problem of just continually eating. And so a lot of doctors, like I said, won't even do the celiac panel. If that's the case, find a different doctor, because if that's what they believe, they're not going to have the correct information if you are diagnosed. You know, one of the first things that your doctor will tell you to do is to see a dietitian. A lot of dietitians don't have a clue. Dietitians, nutritionists, they don't understand celiac disease. They don't understand being gluten-free. So if you're lucky enough to find one, you should stick with them. If not, try to educate them. You know, I know of people who have taken information that they have printed off of the internet into their nutritionist or to their dietitian and taught them. So that's, you know, once they do the celiac panel, if you've tested positive, then they do a biopsy and all that. If it's something that you think that you might have, one thing that you could do is just eliminate gluten from your diet for a month and see how you feel. The only problem with doing that is if you want to have the celiac panel and the biopsy, you will have to do, you'll have to eat gluten again. They can't do it if you have already eliminated gluten from your diet. So it's, you know, it's something that you'll have to discuss with your doctor and decide what's best for you. So let's see what else. I know there's a bunch of questions, and I've really been slacking on answering them lately. I don't know. Okay. If you would like to know more about the specific carbohydrate diet, there's a book called Breaking the Vicious Cycle that you can look up. You don't need to. It's boring. It's not boring, but if you don't have to know it, you know. I haven't decided for sure yet what I'm going to do. I know I need to do something. I haven't decided what. There's a good chance that the issues that I'm having are responsible for my year-long plateau, just about, with my weight loss. You know, I lost 75 pounds, so I know that I can do it, and I continue to do the things that I was doing to lose 75 pounds, and I plateaued, and even started to put some of the weight back on. Not that much. By the time it was all said and done, you know, I thought that I had put on quite a bit more than I had. But I found my Weight Watchers book in my last weigh, and I'd only put on about 8 pounds. By the time because when I stopped eating all the grains, my weight went down again. So, but, you know, I don't want to put on 5 pounds and then in a few months put on 5 more pounds and just creep back up to where I was. I don't want to do that. So I need to, first and foremost, I need to feel better. And if the weight loss happens as a natural consequence, I guess, of feeling better, then all the better. If it doesn't happen as a natural consequence, at least if I feel better, I'll be better equipped to do what I need to do, because what I'm doing isn't working. So, which, like I said, I don't understand how, because I'm doing the same thing that I lost 75 pounds doing. So, now I'm babbling. It's probably 20 minutes. I don't know. But, if anyone had any questions, and I have not answered your questions, I'm so sorry. Please put them in the comments, or you can message me. You can find me on Facebook. I'll put the information in the dog's whining outside the door. I'll put the information in the description box, so you can find me on Facebook. You can find me on Twitter, but I'm hardly ever over there, so. That's it. Oh, tomorrow's Christian's birthday. He will be 20. So, we're not really going to do anything. Marty has to work. It's, you know, one of the things that sucks about having December birthdays is he's in the restaurant business. That's, you know, the busiest time of year, so Marty has to work. So we'll probably just hang out at home, make a special dinner for Christian. I haven't decided what yet. Lulu. I don't know if you can hear her, but it's ridiculous. There's 2 people out there that she could very easily go sit with, but she always has to be with the person that she's not with. So my birthday is Monday. So Marty's actually off. It was just written that way. He tried to take Christian's birthday off because, you know, once you have hold on, bud.
You have an upset puppy that wants to come in.
Okay, open up and let her in. Hi, Lou. Okay. Once you, have a kid with a birthday close to close to yours, hello Lulu, you sort of lose out on having a birthday. So hi Daisy. All right, I'm being attacked by dogs. So like I said, if you have any questions, put them in the comments and I will answer them. I'll see you guys later. Bye.